everyone, welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I am cash stuffing today, yay. Still haven't figured out a new intro that is sustainable, if anyone's got any ideas. So yeah, we are stuffing £335 in cash today, yay. I hope you have all had an amazing week. As usual, a quick rundown of my week. I've been battling some really horrific fatigue this week. I don't know where it's come from. But yeah, one good thing that I did do though is I sorted out my desk. So for ages, my desk has been in a really awkward position. So I've moved my desk now. So if the lighting and the sound is a bit different, that's why. When I watch this back, if it is too echoey, then I will figure out what to do about that. But yeah, I really needed to move it. I've organised it. I bought myself little mini desk shelves and little drawers, and everything's in a much better place, which is lush. The other downside is my desk is now a little bit wobbly. So again, it's something I'll have to watch back and see if I'm jiggling you about too much. But yeah, so other than the fatigue, the desk thing, it was really cleansing and very exciting. And I managed to sort out so much stuff. And I tidied my desk and did all the stuff because I was meant to be studying. Isn't that just the way it goes? So yeah, that was a right ramble. Should we have a look at the affirmation? So last week's affirmation was, it's okay to make mistakes as long as I learn from them. And a mistake that I have learned from last week, thank you very much, Jen, is that my birthstone is actually ruby, not garnet. There is a long story as to why I thought it was garnet, but we won't do it. So this week's affirmation is, I have the strength to make it through any tough times. Fact. 100% fact. And I wonder if you have to get through lots of tough times to know this about yourself. But if you do find that you're struggling and you think you just can't get through it, and I've been there, darkest days, the worst, even on those, it is a challenge to believe this, but like you always come out the other side. There is always another side. There is always a tomorrow, and just always just hold on to that, even if you have to do it one day at a time. And I've been there and I know it. But yeah, I have the strength to make it through any tough times. You really, really do. And you never have to do it alone either. There'll be loads of people in your life who will want to help you through those tough times. If it's not your immediate people, then look a bit wider. But yeah, definitely, please, yes. Fact. Right, okay, so iPad. There is no iPad this week, but I'm going to flash you a picture of Hyperjar. So I've already done all the movements because we needed to get some shopping. So I've done groceries, and me and my sister have both done Italy. So I think that's on 9:40 now. Fun went down a lot. We went out for dinner. Yes, we did. I can't tell you how nice that was. So going out for dinner was one of the things we used to do too much of pre all of this. So yeah, going out for dinner, that was just lush. And the home budget has pretty much disappeared, but that's because we needed to buy a lot of storage after I tidied up the entirety of my office space. So yeah, so that was Hyperjar, that's all done. We'll tick off Italy a bit later on. So let's jump straight into the cash, because it's fun. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We have the right money. So 335 to stuff this week. And because I have no iPad or anything, I have written all of my things out on a piece of paper in front of me, which means I shouldn't mess anything up. I'm wondering if the iPad was just too small. Maybe. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. So cash has 10, and that is where it's staying. Fuel is getting 40, so 20, 40. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So 160 in there now. Oh, I never told you what else we did. Me and Oscar went to see my mum on the weekend, which was lovely. We're not putting anything into fuel. It has 30 quid. So yes, we went to see my mum. She lives by the beach. It was very lovely. Oscar had to go on a paddle board, which was very exciting. 35. So yeah, my mum and her other half took him out on the paddle board. But the current was a bit too strong. So yeah, he couldn't stay out there too long, bless him. Right, car is getting 20. So it now has its first 100 as well. Oh, exciting. Love that so much. And then new home. Oh my gosh, should we talk about the Lyser? I mean, I'm in a pretty good mood, so we should. Yeah, okay. So we swapped all of the money out of our Help to Buy over to a Lyser. It was something we were umming and ahhing about, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that we can never commit as to whether or not we want to buy a house or not. but we've reached the stage where we've decided that actually, yes, we would like to attempt to buy a house, but it will probably not be for like the next 5 years, because my house deposit goals are huge, because I don't want to overcommit on a monthly payment. House prices are ridiculously expensive, and I want to try and lower the overall interest in things. So we'll be looking at doing quite a hefty deposit. So it's going to take us quite a while to save. We're not going to be saving with any gusto immediately in any time soon, because we've got loads of other things we need to focus on first, but we are going to be drip feeding the Lyser with more money than we were drip feeding the Help to Buy. So I'm really excited that we've done it. I didn't know until I watched A Day Full of Budgets, and do go and subscribe to Nat if you haven't yet. If you've not watched Nat, go watch Nat, she's lovely. Yeah, so I didn't realise until I heard Nat mention that you can't open a Lyser once you turn 40. You have to open it before you're 40, and then you can only pay into it until you're 50. Because with a Lyser, it's to save for your first house, or it is to save for a retirement, and you can't take the money out for anything else. It has to be one or either of those things. If you do, you get 25% penalty, which is mad. So you get 25% a month back from the government for anything that you put in, as well as the interest from the bank, whichever bank you do it with. But if you take money out, then they will take 25% of that away. And that 25% will include your money. It's not just the 25% that they give you. It's 25% flat. So you will lose money if you take it out sooner. So only commit to a Lyser if you're 100% sure, as we are now, that you will be buying a house, or if you don't buy a house, that you can roll it into retirement. That's that done. So anyway, it's very exciting. So hopefully there'll be some more money to put in there in the next couple of weeks, actually, when we get our first bonus through. That's going to be so exciting. I can't wait. So yay, that was it about the Lyser. Was there anything else I wanted to mention about the Lyser or buying a house or anything like that? One sec. Oh yeah, the other thing to mention is we're doing a bit of an experiment. So with the Lyser, there's two options. So you can do the cash Lyser, or you can do the investments Lyser. So I've got a cash one, Ben's got an investments one, and at the end of the X years period, we'll see who's earned the most money, me on my interest or him on his investments. Thought it would be a bit fun. And I was like in no way wanting to risk all of my money in investments. Nuh-uh, especially with things being so very weird at the moment. Right, so that was that for the boring binder. So Oscar's binder next. So let's have a look then. So birthday is all good with the 200 in there. Clothes, there's a placeholder in there for 100, but it does now have 80 because I bought him some undies. Tell the world. Clubs is getting £20, so it now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. And I'm just waiting on his fees email to come through, so that'll be going down soon. Stuff has £10 in there, and I'm putting 5 in, so it now has 15. Took a little bit out of that to bulk up gifts from Cheeky Bonus to get his friend a birthday present. Holidays is getting £10, so it now has 30, and we get to colour in more pumpkins with the ridiculously bright orange. Lovely jubbly, so that's those done. I'm going to put that behind again. Makes much more sense that way. Summer is getting 50 quid, so we've got 30 quid left from our budget for last week. I'm not going to roll that into any challenges or anything, just if we need extra this week, then we've got it, which is good. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80 quid now for summer holidays, which is lush. So we spent 20 quid getting train snacks mostly. School is getting 20 quid, so 20, 40, 60, 70 in there now. I'm going to have to put like 10 or 30 next week so that rounds up. 200 still in uniform, and phone is empty. So that is it for our lovely dear little Oz. Oh, knocking things over. So the fun, exciting binder, my favourite one. This has got all of my spending in it. And birthdays. So birthday is getting £5. So there's 35 in there. And I have a birthday that I need to go and buy some stuff for. But I probably won't spend loads. Christmas birthday's not yet. Clothes. Okay, this is something else to talk about. So I am putting £10 into clothes today, and that should give us 100. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. It does, cool. So I have actually technically already spent this money. I spent it on the credit card, but I might not actually take it out of clothes. When it comes around to the next month's budget, I might just give myself £100 less spending and leave the cash so that it's still there for clothes if I need it. Anyway, tell the story in a logical order. So yesterday, or the day before, I think it was the day before yesterday. My fatigue was horrific. I really just wanted some sugar. The boys were out. They were at one of Oscar's clubs. So I dragged myself to the shops. My legs were so heavy. I think because I've done so much walking and stuff, and also the fatigue, it was just like trying to pull 2 dead weights along with me. So I dragged myself up to the shop. I just wanted some jelly babies. All I wanted was jelly babies. And I got to the till and I went to tap my card and it didn't work and I couldn't remember my PIN number and I had to put the jelly babies back. And then I walked home in tears. I was crying my eyes. There's nothing worse than like walking down the street with tears streaming down your face. It's happened to me more times than I care to admit. Anyway, I was walking home. I was so sad. I felt awful. I just wanted jelly babies. Anyway, I got home and for some reason in that emotional state, I was like, fine, I'm getting liposuction. And I messaged a private clinic about liposuction for lipedema, and I have a consultation booked. So in September, the first week of September, I am trekking to London to see a consultant about liposuction. So it's something that I've been meaning to do for a really long time, to just have the consultation, have a conversation, see what it's about, see if it's even possible, yada, yada, yada. So it is very unlikely that I would ever actually go through with it. But I might. So so this could either be a, yes, I've definitely decided I do not want to ever get liposuction, or this is a, yeah, sure, this is the beginning of a big journey. I don't know which way it's going to go yet. But yeah, if anyone's wondering why I'm talking about liposuction, it's not for cosmetic reasons. I have lipedema, and that is the only way that you can manage lipedema. £15 in Friends. So yeah, it's the only way that you can manage well, not the only way. There are other things you can do, like manual lymphatic drainage, like massage, and compression and things like that, and it sort of manages it. But the only way to get rid of the diseased fat is through liposuction, and it doesn't get rid of it completely. They do their best and it will grow back. But yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. Oh, fun is meant to have £5, but I left it in my bag. So let's just pretend I've just put that in. Hair is getting £15. So let's have a look. The only thing is, if I do want to get liposuction, I will have to lose a lot of weight first. So 100, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So 160 in hair, because I want the liposuction to be able to focus on the bad fat, not the normal everyday fat that is sitting on top of the bad fat. So I would want to lose quite a lot of weight, as much as I possibly can, before even entertaining the idea of liposuction, just so I can make sure that it is targeting the lumpy minging stuff. Are you bored of me talking about fat now? I'll stop. Right, so savings. We are going to do roll it up. I have got 20 quid as usual, and also running out of space. If I put that there, can you see it? Just about. Okay, let's give that a go. So 2 dice, 8. Pen, penny, pen, pen. Got 1. So 8. So 6 and 2. That is 8. Super duper. So 5 going into here. And 3 into our floss, and sorry if it's loud. So 20 minus 8 is 12, so 12 for me. Oh, now that was loud. 12 for my pocket, so that is going into my purse. Oh, that was fun. Right, so that is it for my binder. I'll roll it up somewhere to dry. Oh, I'm so worried I'm going to knock things over. Right, where are we at now? Oh, we are going into here. But yeah, how is everybody? Like, genuinely, I ask you every week at the beginning of the video, and I don't just say it to say it, I mean it, like, genuinely. How are you all? How has your week been? What has been your biggest success of this week? And what has ticked you off the most this week? Because they're just the most fun. Let's make it a therapy. Right, so emergency fund is getting £5. So that £5 plus the 5 extra that went in last week, which I'll rub off. That money just flew on the floor. Means I can cut, oh no, right, so I had to put that on with a Sharpie. It's made that a bit minging. I didn't realise if you did Sharpie on Sharpie, it did that. Every day's a school day. Right, I just got to find that £5 note. Right, I got it. Charles was trying to escape, naughty man. So let's add this to this and see what we've got. So 125, 30, 130 in emergency now. And I will tidy that off and make that look pretty. another time. Christmas is getting a big one. So I am going to put £80 into Christmas today. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. Let's cross that off. So let's find some big ones. So 50, and have I got a 30 on this row? I do. Lovely. Ooh, how much do we have in here now? This is exciting. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 205. Ah, okay, cool. That is lush. We are a fifth of the way to Christmas. Good stuff. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Right then, holiday. So for our passports, I'm going to put in £5 so that I can even this all off. And I figured out what I did last week. So last week I was only meant to put 20 into passports, and I put 25 because I'm silly. I was going to say something a bit more rude. So let's colour off that 15, and sorry if you're shaking, and colour in this 20. So I've only got 25 to go, and then I've got my passport saved for, which is lovely. So did I put the money in? Hopefully, because I've got 20 quid left. So I either didn't put it in and I've got the wrong money, or I did and I've got the right money. I'll never know. Well, until I watch it back. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. Cool. 125 in passports. I don't know why I've got all three trackers in there. I guess because it reminds me that I have to do it all. Cool. Knockout 9. Happy days. So we have got £20 left. So let's get cracking. Can you see that? That is a 1. So that is 2. I love knockout 9. 9. 11. So 8 and 3. 8, sorry, what? 7 and 1. Oh, this doesn't leave me with much. Should I do 1 dice? Is that the way you're meant to do it? 5, 6. Am I gonna shut the box? No. Cool, so £4 going into knockout 9. It's tempting to do another one. But then I might go over budget. So I'm just going to do 4 for now, and I'll have a think. So £4 going into knockout now. Lovely. And that does mean I've got money. Oh, I've got quite a lot of money, haven't I? Ooh, okay, let's... Oh, I really want to do another... Right, I'm doing it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We've all been there. So 7. It's only because I couldn't make a decision on what I wanted to do. And this was easier. 3, 7. I can already tell this is going to go horribly wrong. 9. Whoopsie. 9. Oh. Oh, 9. Okay, so 10. Right, yeah, I do regret that actually, never mind. Right, so £10 going into knockout 9 as well. That is fine. It's fine, it's fine. So that does actually leave us with £6 for cheeky bonus, which is loads. Or I swap it and I do £1 in cheeky bonus. That seems like a cop-out. Yeah, let's do £6 in cheeky bonus. It's been a while since it's had a good lot of love. So let's do it. Let's move that. Cool. Right, that always gets caught on there. Right then, so 6 quid, let's go. So 1 is lovely, lovely Oscar. Oh my goodness. And Oscar again. Oh, what's wrong with me? Come on. 2 is Ben. 4 is Oscar's future. And 1 is Oscar again. Look at all that money. Oh my, well, that's me, so I'm not putting it back in the tray. So 1 for me. Oh, that was the last one. I did that really quickly, wasn't paying attention, and then that was really disappointing. Oh, well, never mind. Right, so that is that for that. So Oscar has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. lucky boy. 4 for Ben, 2 for me at the minute, 2 for Oscar's future. Charity still has 8. There is something I was meant to do with that and I can't remember what it was. So that's going to stay there until I remember what it was that I was meant to donate to. It was something through work and I need to dig through some emails. But yeah, that is meant to go somewhere. And there's 1 left in gifts. And that is it. That is everything. We are all done. And I really wish that I had more money so that I could do like another video now. So, pay rise update. So that's all gone through. I just don't know exactly how much I'm going to get paid yet. But it's very exciting and I'm very, very thankful to my lovely, lovely boss who asked for the amount of money that I would have asked for, which is lovely, and apologised for having not done it sooner. How sweet. But anyway, so yeah, so that's all gone through. So in the next monthly budget, which will be next week or the week after, I think the week after next, we will talk about all of that properly and I'll know how much I'm actually going to get paid. But I'm hoping it means that I will have enough for some actual savings challenges, maybe. Don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that is it. That is everything. Thank you so, so much for tuning in again. I hope you have an amazing weekend and a brilliant week. And I will see you next Friday for another Cash Stuff In. But in the meantime, do remember, you have the strength to make it through any tough times. And when you say this to yourself, I have the strength to make it through any tough times. So work with this one this week if you can. It is a really good one. Anyway, I love you all so, so much and I will speak to you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye.